Hello, everybody. I just want to get on here for a minute and do a little update on the weather instead of just making a post, because there's a lot to talk about. As everybody probably knows and seen it on their phone and on Facebook and from all the weather places, we are under a 3 out of 5 enhanced risk area for tomorrow, Sunday, the 30th. And it's a big area, and pretty much all of Arkansas is covered in it. And we'll just go real quick. This won't be a long video. I just wanted to go through and just show you the latest HRRR models. Alright, this is about let's go back to about 4 o'clock. This is about 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, and this is your significant tornado parameter. And you can see at 4 o'clock right here, especially in northeast Arkansas, it's, we're starting to get the ingredients together that for any storms moving in the area, they would have the ingredients to rotate and put down a tornado. The tornado threat right now, it's not like the one we went through the other day, but any supercell that forms tomorrow will have the chance. It will be rotating, and it has a chance of possibility of putting down a tornado. So that's your environment about 4 o'clock tomorrow. I had to make sure my screen's staying in there where y'all can see it, and I hope this records. This is 4 o'clock. This will be 5 o'clock, and you start seeing this real bright color. The number's getting up 2.3. And just put it in perspective, the Friday the 14th, we were seeing tornado parameters on, up to 4, 5, and 6. So it is, this sounding right here is showing a, tornado ingredients for a tornado with winds mixing in the atmosphere. So like I said, any storm that forms will have the chance to rotate. So then you start getting on in. Let's see. Let's just take it out to 7 o'clock. That was 7 o'clock right here. That is your greatest instability for storms tomorrow afternoon. So anything moving in this area that forms, and it don't mean that anything will form, but if anything does form, it will be this area right here, the ingredients for it to be the most severe. And let's show you, let's just show you what the radar could look like tomorrow. Let's go back here. I have a few storms form tonight, especially up in Missouri, but they'll 5 a.m., 6 a.m., and they wash out overnight. If something happened that, we got a lot of rain in the morning, that might damp down the chances for our severe weather tomorrow afternoon. But getting into 10 a.m., 12 p.m., 2 p.m., all right, 2 p.m. you even start seeing some little blops on the map. That's where the storms are starting to form. Let me use my, and you see these storms keep forming. And right here, this is just what the radar could look like. This storm right here could be down here in Jackson County, could be down up here, it could be even further north. But this little penny just come out. That's where it's showing that this storm is rotating, or possibility rotating. So the HRRR is picking up on rotating storms tomorrow afternoon. And looking at the soundings on this, let me just look at one of them, make sure I'm in the screen. Look at some of these, we've got a tornado, ingredients, a tornado signature right here, or ingredients for a tornado. My brain steps all over my tongue sometimes, but look at all these significant hail. I mean, you most likely ain't gonna see 4-inch hail, but with this type of sounding, this is what they have seen this type of hail, and this is the supercells that form with it. So that's just one of the soundings, but it is showing. And you go ahead and take this on out. Where are we at? 5 p.m. And that's just the remnants of where that storm was rotating right there, or what the reflectivity will show. But and then even at 7 p.m. you see these storms up here forming up here, and right along the northern border of Arkansas, and more storms right here. I'm thinking northeast Arkansas, you know, for the ingredients of tornadoes, it's going to be the greatest. But you see these storms at 7 p.m. starting to form now. Like I said, this is just what radar could look like. These could be anywhere along here. It just if you have a way and you hear of a thunderstorm off to the west of you, you might want to keep an eye out. You know, just make sure you know that it's, you know, one's down here, Little Rock. You know, it track through Woodruff County. If you know one's White County, Independence County, it track through Jackson County, things like that. But then you take it on the rest of the night, and then there's a train coming by. I hope that don't mess with too much. But as you go through the night, it looks like it tries to form a line of storms, and it goes all the way out to midnight. It takes it across the Mississippi River, and then it even shows. I don't know if I believe this, but other storms starting to form, showers behind it. And by the time we go to work Monday morning, it should be cleared to state. So let me see what I had next on here. This is where, I'll take this all the way back. I'm just showing you this. This is where all the storms updraft helicity, and it just shows where all storms may be rotating tomorrow afternoon. And you see these right here. This is in the morning. I guess a few storms forming down there, but here they come. And anywhere you see this right here, it it's where it's thinking a storm will come, and the storm will be rotating. And just because the storm is rotating, doesn't necessarily all supercells rotate. And just because the storm is rotating don't mean it's putting down a tornado. But you take it on out. There about 4 o'clock, you see them storms starting to form up in Indiana, southeast Missouri. Take it on out here. There's 5 o'clock. You start seeing a storm right there. That was what was showing up earlier. That's a rotating storm. And then it just, 7, and after dark, I'm going to take it all the way out to Monday and show you where these storms could be rotating. And then again, you see right here, northeast Arkansas, up and through southeast Missouri, southern Indiana, southern Illinois, I'm sorry. I'm not sure. Yeah, southern Illinois, Indiana, western Kentucky, and western Tennessee. That'll be, I think, the greatest chance of storms tomorrow afternoon. But like I said, the whole state is under a enhanced risk, and if they do upgrade it to a moderate risk, I think the area would be right in here. And so, like I said, ain't nothing to get, I guess some people like storms, some people scared to death of them, but I just wanted to give everybody an idea of what was going on. It's more to put in a post on Facebook, and I've done this before on my YouTube channel. I don't know if I've ever posted one to Facebook before, but but anyway, that's what we're looking at for tomorrow. And like I said, all hazards. Let me go back to the. Now this is our enhanced risk. We'll just talk about it before I close out here. And this is our greatest tornado risk right in here, northeast Arkansas, down east Arkansas. Mississippi, West Tennessee, West Kentucky, South Indiana, South Illinois, and Southeast Missouri. And that is the greatest risk. All of this is a 10% risk. This would be 5% and 2%. So, there's a chance of seeing a storm and getting a tornado warning out of anywhere in Arkansas tomorrow. And this is your hail. There's a big swath of, hail possibility. Pretty much the whole state of Arkansas running up through there. And this is the greatest wind, East Arkansas again. So that's what they're thinking. And get up in the morning, things might change. It may be somewhat better. The ingredients may not be there like they think it's going to be, but as of now, the models are picking up on a pretty stormy afternoon in Arkansas if these storms latch on something and can get going. So and I've not even looked at it, but I'll show you one more thing. I think this is next 5 days. This is next Wednesday. They've already put out a enhanced risk, and I've heard them talk about a lot of rainfall. And honestly, I've not even looked at the models on this yet because I've still been watching the models. And I may go out and storm. If it's in the daytime, I may go out and storm chase tomorrow. If it's later in the afternoon, close to night, I may do what I did Friday night again and just cover the storms on my computer. But I just wanted to give a quick update, and I hope this helps someone out. And y'all have a good rest of Saturday afternoon and evening.